Urgent, just happened, Cowboys trade Kyle Pitts, Ken celebrates. Dallas Cowboys news today. 2025 NFL season is exploding with drama and fireworks as one of the most shocking, unexpected trades in recent NFL history just rocked the football world. Yes, you heard it right. Kyle Pitts, the former number 4 overall pick and generational tight end talent, has officially been traded to the Dallas Cowboys. And no, this isn't a drill, not some offseason rumor mill garbage. This is real. The Dallas Cowboys, always a headline-grabbing franchise, have once again sent shockwaves through the league. Kyle Pitts, the so-called unicorn tight end out of Florida who came into the league with massive expectations, is now headed to Arlington to suit up in that iconic star on his helmet. This move is already being hailed as one of the boldest trades Jerry Jones has ever pulled off in his decades-long reign as the Cowboys owner and general manager. Fans are divided, the league is buzzing, analysts are scrambling to update their 2025 season projections, and the Cowboys offense just added a nuclear weapon that might finally put them over the hump in the NFC. And if you're a Cowboys fan, this could be the moment you've been waiting for, the piece that unlocks a true Super Bowl caliber offense. Now let's break this all down, because this is more than just a name swap. Kyle Pitts is not your average tight end. He is an athletic freak, a 6'6", 250-pound mismatch nightmare who runs like a wide receiver, jumps like a basketball player, and has the catch radius of a damn pterodactyl. Drafted by the Falcons in 2021, Pitts came into the NFL with astronomical hype. And for good reason. In his rookie year, he racked up over 1,000 receiving yards, a feat extremely rare for a tight end, especially a rookie. Everyone thought we were witnessing the birth of a Hall of Fame career. But then, reality hit. The Falcons' offensive identity shifted, their quarterback play was inconsistent, and Pitts' usage often left fans scratching their heads. Instead of being the centerpiece of an evolving offense, he became a glorified decoy, often running verticals without the targets to match. He suffered through injuries, coaching changes, and mismanagement that slowly sapped the hype out of his trajectory. And just when people started whispering that maybe Pitts was overhyped, maybe he was just another guy, Jerry Jones and the Cowboys swooped in and said, "We'll take him. And we'll turn him into the star he was born to be." This trade is not just about adding another playmaker, it's a statement. The Cowboys are telling the league that they are done playing safe, done being predictable, and done coming up short. Let's be honest, Dallas has had one of the most talented rosters in the NFL for several years now, yet they've consistently underachieved when it matters most. Whether it was falling short in the divisional round, or struggling against playoff-caliber defenses, something was always missing. With the addition of Kyle Pitts, Dallas may have finally completed its offensive Voltron. Pairing Pitts with CeeDee Lamb, who is arguably a top 5 wide receiver in the league, and the recently acquired George Pickens gives Dak Prescott a trio of targets that is almost unfair. Not to mention the Cowboys still have Jake Ferguson, who has proven to be a reliable red zone threat, and they've got speed with Turpin and depth with Jalen Tolbert and Jaden Blue. The Cowboys' offense just went from dangerous to downright terrifying. What makes this trade even more fascinating is the fit within the Cowboys system. Offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer is known for creative play calling that leverages mismatches and motion, and Pitts gives him the ultimate chess piece. Line him up in the slot, in line, wide out, he can run any route, beat any linebacker, and out-jump any safety. He's a quarterback's best friend, especially in the red zone where Dallas has often struggled. Dak Prescott now has no excuse. This is the moment for him to rise to the occasion and lead this team to a deep playoff run. He's got the weapons, he's got the protection, and now he's got a freakish tight end who can bail him out of tight windows and stretch defenses vertically like very few players can. This is a pivotal year for Doc, and with Pitts in the mix, the expectations just went through the roof. Of course, we have to talk about what Dallas gave up to make this happen. According to early reports, the Cowboys sent a 2026 third-round pick and a 2027 conditional fifth-rounder to Atlanta. That's it. That's the price for a 24-year-old tight end with generational talent. If that turns out to be true, This may go down as one of the most lopsided trades of the decade. Now sure, you could argue that Pitts hasn't lived up to his draft pedigree, but that's largely due to the Falcons' offensive chaos. When used correctly, Pitts has shown flashes of elite production. This trade is low risk, high reward. If he flames out, the Cowboys gave up mid-round picks. But if he flourishes, Dallas just added a 1,000-yard, double-digit touchdown threat to their already potent offense. The reaction around the league has been immediate and electric. Former players like Dez Bryant, who has long advocated for the Cowboys to be more aggressive, has already posted on social media celebrating the move. RG3 tweeted, "Cowboys just got scary," while Micah Parsons posted a cryptic championship loading message that sent fans into a frenzy. Cowboys Nation is celebrating this like it's a Super Bowl win, and why not? For years, fans have begged Jerry Jones to go all in, to stop sitting on draft picks, and to build a true juggernaut. This move feels like the culmination of that desire. And it's not just fans, coaches, players, even former rivals are acknowledging that Dallas just took a giant leap toward legitimate contender status. Let's not forget the timing here either. This isn't a late-season desperation move. This is happening early in training camp, which means Pitts will have a full offseason to build chemistry with Dak, learn the playbook, and integrate into the offense. This is a calculated strike, not a last-minute panic decision. And with contract negotiations looming for players like Micah Parsons, Trevon Diggs, and CeeDee Lamb, this might be the Cowboys' last best chance to make a Super Bowl push with this core group. Jerry Jones is going all in, and he's betting that Kyle Pitts is the weapon that will finally get him back to the big game. Of course, not everyone is sold. Some analysts are calling it a desperation move, suggesting that Pitts is all hype and no substance. They point to his low touchdown totals, his inconsistent hands, and his lack of physicality at times. But those critics are missing the bigger picture. Pitts has been stuck in a system that never truly understood how to use him. He's not a blocking tight end. He's not a traditional inline weapon. He's a modern-day hybrid, a matchup nightmare designed for an era where tight ends move like wideouts. And in Dallas, with Schottenheimer calling plays and Prescott slinging the rock, Pitts might finally be in a system built to amplify his strengths rather than mask them. There's also the culture factor to consider. Kyle Pitts, by all accounts, is a quiet, hard-working player who just wants to win. He's not flashy off the field, doesn't bring drama, and stays focused on his game. That's a big plus in a Cowboys locker room that already has some big personalities. He won't disrupt the chemistry. They'll welcome him with open arms, especially if he starts putting up numbers. And let's be honest, Cowboys fans are starving for a player like this. They've had great receivers, solid running backs, elite offensive lines, but they haven't had a truly game-changing tight end since the days of peak Jason Witten. Pitts could be that guy, and then some. What comes next will be crucial. Pitts will have to prove that he can stay healthy, that he can win against tight coverage, and that he can become a consistent threat week after week. But the ceiling here? It's sky high. If everything clicks, if Dak is sharp, if the offensive line holds up, and if Schottenheimer schemes it right, this offense could average 30-plus points per game. And in a league that's increasingly tilted toward offense, that's exactly what you need to contend for a title. Don't be surprised if you see the Cowboys listed as a top 3 Super Bowl favorite in the next round of Vegas odds. This move changes everything. This is not just another offseason headline. This is the Cowboys planting their flag and saying, "We're not here to participate. We're here to dominate." So to everyone watching, strap in. The 2025 NFL season just got a whole lot more interesting. Kyle Pitts is a Dallas Cowboy. The NFC just tilted west. And if you're a fan of explosive offense, highlight reel plays, and dramatic redemption stories, you're going to want to keep your eyes on Dallas this year. This isn't just hype. This is history in the making.